So hi all, welcome to the Linux course. As a continuation of the previous session only, that is nothing but administrating remote system. So in this particular session, we are mainly going to see the remote file transfer with SCP command, guys. Okay. So what do you mean by this remote file transfer with SCP command? And then we'll see what do you mean by rsync command. Right, guys? Are you getting my point? So let's first start with what is SCP command, guys, or what do you mean by this SCP? Okay. So this SCP is nothing but SCP stands for secure copy, guys, which means that you can copy file across an SSH connection that will be encrypted and therefore secured. The as SCP will be using as SSH protocol to transfer the data, hence it is termed as the safest method of transferring data from one location to another location. So in this particular SCP, you understand what do you mean by SCP. So let me make you more clear with this diagram which we were discussing earlier. So SCP is nothing but this is your secure copy, and same like it's going to use which protocol? Same protocol, that is SSH protocol. So if you want to send the data from this server, that is 192.168.195.138 to the server 192.168.195.139, or you can say 135, guys. Okay, any IP you can take it up. Means from one server to another server, if you want to send the data or if you want to copy the data either from this server to this server or from this server to this server, then how we are going to achieve this one? So we are going to achieve this one with the help of your SCP command, which is nothing but that is your secure copy. Now try to understand here. Suppose this file 1.txt is there and file test1.txt file is there, and if you want to copy the same file from this server to this server, then how we can achieve this one, guys? As simple is that. Okay. Now coming back to the point over here, in this SCP, there are few scenarios will be there, guys. What all those scenarios? So these are the real-time hands-on production environment practice I am going to show you, which I have already done in my production environment when I was working as a Linux system administrator. So whatever things I am showing over here is as per my real-time experience, guys. So the first scenario or the first or you can say the practice or hands-on we need to do it over here is that to copy a file using SCP to a remote machine from the source location. What does that mean? For example, this is your one machine is there. Okay, this is your one server. If you do ifconfig, what is the IP of this server? So 192.168.195.138, right, guys? And if you want to copy any data from this server, any file or anything text from this server to this server, that is nothing but 192.168.195.135, guys. So this is the first scenario which I am talking about, that is to copy a file using SCP to a remote machine from a source location. This is your source location and this is your destination location. So let me rename it as a source. Okay, so you'll better understand. SOURC, source. Okay, location. For example, to make you better understand, I have just renamed this one, and I have renamed this too as a destination location. Okay, guys. So just try to understand this. This server could be somewhere else. If this server is in Singapore, so might be this server is in Mumbai location. So how you can copy from your Singapore location to your Mumbai location? That is what one source location will be there and one destination location will be there. So till now, whatever guys we have done it, if you go to the topmost level with this cd slash, you will be able to see multiple directories are there, right, guys? Tell me yes or no. Correct. So till now, whatever the copy command we are using, that is within the operating system, that is local to this operating system. We haven't copied from one server to other server, guys. So how we can achieve this one? So to achieve this one, we are going to use SCP command. So how we can do that this one, guys? So let me show you how we can do this one. So first, suppose if you want to copy this file, suppose this file 4.txt or any file if you want to copy, then you need to use SCP command. And what option we need to give it over here is, suppose if you want to copy from some directory also, you can copy it. But if you want to simply copy, because we are already in the topmost level, so what we are going to give, we are just going to give the file name over here, right guys, are you getting my point? Now you need to give the IP, okay, of which server of the destination server. What is the IP of the destination server? So this is the IP of the destination server, colon slash where you want to copy over there. So you want to copy inside the topmost level only. I don't want to copy it somewhere else. So like it is already here in the topmost level where everything is there. So in the next scenario, we'll be see that how we can copy inside the directory. That also I'll show you. So as of now, we are simply copy this file 4.txt from this server, which is nothing but that is 192.168.195.138 to the destination location, that is your 192.168.195.135 guys. Okay, so how we can copy it? Just enter over here guys. Just see, you can see it's clearly, right? It's done, it's copied. And as I said very clearly, if you are copying by using SCP, so SCP is also uses the protocol which is called as SSH protocol. So this is why it is the safest way to transfer a file from one location to another location, from one server to another server guys. Guys, are you getting my point? Yes or no? Correct. So if you can see over here, it's copied. Now we can go to this location, just go to this location, topmost level, just do a ls. Are you able to see file 4.txt? Yes, we are able to see. If you cat this file, if any data is there, yes, any data is there, hello.world. So if you want to see same in the source location, you can check the same file will be there, file 4.txt guys. Correct. Yes, it is same copy. Now I am going to show you that just go to inside any of this directory like batch 7am. If you go inside this directory, you will be able to see multiple files. So I just want to copy this particular any shell, okay, any of this script, okay, which this backup dot script is there, right? So if you cat this particular backup dot script, this script, you will be able to see this one guys, right? Or you can copy this file 1.sh. So let me copy this backup dot script dot sh file, okay, where you want to copy, because see, for this server you have taken the backup and you are using this script, but now you want copy the same script to another server where they can also take the backup, right? So where you want to copy, so you want to copy under this NFS client, or you want to copy under this data guys. Just see what is there in the destination location is inside this data, okay, ls, okay. So if you do ls, these files are there, you can see clearly, right? Now I want to copy inside this data only. Then how I can achieve that one? So just go ahead, okay. So instead of this file scp, so what we need to give it over here, you need to give the path over here. What is that path guys? Batch 7am, and inside batch 7am, what is the script name over here? That is bkp script is there, and where you want to copy inside data, right? Correct guys, enter. So are you able to see it is copied, right? So if you go inside this destination location, you can clearly see, or if you just do pwd, you are already there in the data. Just do a ll. So this backup dot script, backup script dot sh is copy guys. So this is one scenario which I have discussed just now, that to copy a file using scp to a remote machine from source location. Now the second scenario, to copy a file using scp from a remote machine being in destination location. Now how we can achieve the same thing as a vice versa guys, you are getting my point? So as of now you have copied, so we are already in the source location. Now I want to copy to a file which is in this destination location. For example, I am going to rename this script, okay. So let me rename this script for as of now to make you understand, okay. So what we are going to rename this one, so I am going to rename this script with something called redo, okay, script, redo script dot sh, okay. And I am going to rename this bkp script, okay, dot redo dot script sh. So if you do ll over here, so you can see now the script name is renamed, right guys? Correct. Are you getting my point? Now I want this file to copy to the source location itself, but being already I'm in source location, then how I can copy it from the destination location? Till now what we have seen, if you are copy a file from a source location to a destination location, then you should be at the source location. But if I want to copy something from your destination location to the source location, but you should be in the source location only, then how we can achieve this one? That is the second scenario. Guys, are you getting my point? Correct? To achieve this one, what we need to do is normal, just run a scp command, okay, and then what you need to give, what is the path, okay, you need to give it over here. Guys, are you getting my point? Yes or no? So where you want to copy? So I want to copy inside the topmost level only, I don't want to copy it somewhere else. So as of now, just see over here in the source location only. So here you will be able to see backup script.sh is there, but I want to copy that redo script.sh into this main location only. Then how I can achieve this one? SCP, and then what I need to give it over here is forward slash, and then what I am going to give it over here is the IP of the server. Which is server? Guys, are you getting my point, or you are getting confused? Don't get confused with this one. This is nothing like that, guys. It's very simple and easy. Try to understand my. So guys, to achieve this one, what we are going to do over here is, till now whatever we have seen, what we have done is, you have copied a file from source location to the destination location, but being in source location only, you want to copy the file which is redo.sh to the source location. I am not going to the destination location, and from here I am copying it to the source location. No, what is the point of doing this one? Then what is the point of doing vice versa? So how we can achieve it from the source location itself? So the command for that one is scp, and you need to give the destination location IP colon slash data, and which file you want to copy and where you want to copy. So I want to copy this file in the source location as a forward slash, as a topmost level. Guys, just enter this one. So are you able to see now? It is copied, means the file which is at destination location, and being in source location only, I have copied it file that to your source location. How we can check that one? So you can see now ready.sh is here. Guys, are you getting my point? So this is the second scenario which we have discussed till now, that is to copy a file using scp from a remote machine being in destination location. Okay guys, so this is all about the files. Till now whatever we have copied, it's all about the file, right guys? To copy a file using scp to a remote machine from a source location, and to copy a file using scp remote machine being in destination location. That's what we have performed. Now what the next is, to copy a directory using scp to a remote machine from the source location, and same thing we'll try to achieve it from the source location itself, that same directory. Guys, so how we can achieve this one? We are talking about the directory. Till now whatever we have we have discussed about the file. So for this one, you no need to give, normally scp will work over here, and if you want to copy a directory, then -r option you need to give, like normally recursively what we have given over here, if you remember properly guys, where when you do a normal copy also, -r option you need to give when you want to copy from a directory, that is recursively. Okay, and what you want to copy over here is, I want to copy batch 7 a.m. guys. Okay, batch 7 a.m. where I want to copy, I want to copy into the destination location. And what is the IP of the destination location guys? If you do ifconfig over here, this is the destination. Okay, this is the destination location colon slash, inside the topmost level only I want to copy this directory. Guys, are you getting my point? Yes or no? Okay, and you just remove this. Okay, that is fine, and enter guys. Okay, so you can see whatever the files are there, everything is copied to your destination location. Guys, are you getting my point? Yes or no? Correct. So you can see clearly over here, if you go to this cd forward slash and go to the topmost level, so you will be able to see batch 7 a.m. Is there batch 7 a.m? Yes, we have copied. This is your batch 7 a.m. So whatever the data is there, the data is also available over here. Correct. So this is how we can copy a file copy a file. We have seen now we have copied the directory from source location to destination location by using scp command, guys. Now we are going to do the same thing in reverse direction from the source location. Means now I'm going to rename this directory. What directory just now we have copied? We have copied something called what is that, guys? Batch 7 a.m. Just come back over here and do a ls. So you can see batch 7 a.m. we have copied. You can copy anything, it doesn't matter. Go to this nfs client. Okay, inside this one, just see what all things are there. Nothing is there. Just go to inside this data, just see anything is there. Okay, cd/data. Okay, slash data, guys. Okay, see anything is there. Yes, inside this one this data are. So I want to copy this data directory to the source location, but being in source location only I want to copy. Same thing you need to do. There is nothing. So instead of that one, so what we need to do is just remove this, guys. Okay, so scp-r, from where you want to copy? You want to copy this entire data, which is in destination. This is the destination directory is there, slash data, right? And you want to copy this one into your source location, where you want to copy inside your forward slash topmost level only. Enter. So you can see the whatever the files or the directory inside this directory, whatever the files are there, everything is copied. How we can check this one? So if you do pwd, we are already in the topmost level, and you can see that slash data is copied or not. Yes, slash data is copied, right? Correct. So if you go inside this data, you are able to see same files are there, right, guys? Guys, are you getting my point? Yes or no? It's clear, right? There is no doubt in this one, correct? So guys, this is the second scenario, sorry, this is the fourth scenario we have discussed, and this is all about your real-time hands-on production environment practice, where we have seen how to copy a file by using scp from remote location, from remote machine, that is from source location to a destination location, and to copy a file scp from a remote machine being in destination location, and how we can copy a directory using scp to a remote machine from the source location, and how to copy a directory using scp from a remote machine being in destination location. So thank you for watching this video, guys. If you have any doubt, any query, you can write it back to me. I'll try to answer as earliest as possible.